Good morning and welcome to America's Home Cooking. Today I am doing lamb shanks, not veal. I got lamb this time. And I am going to brown them. And the term for browning is braised. That's what you would be doing. I have some leftover flour. For people who've been on my channel a long time, you know that I collect flour left over from whatever I'm baking, and I use seasonings in them, and I put them on the side, and I have to sift them periodically because I get the particles of flour and stuff on them. And that's what I did right here. Now, if you ask me what's in this flour, I could no more tell you than a man in the moon. I think there's wheat flour in here, I know that. Maybe some soy flour? I can't answer that, I really just don't know. So I'm going to heat this pan up with some oil. What I'm doing today is I'm going to use lamb seasonings. I think lamb or either all wild game seasonings, and I'm going to make a small gravy to pour over it because I am not making mashed potatoes and I'm not making rolls. I think I want to make peas and rice. The weather is so nice today, so I am really looking forward to just actually being able to cook today. So when I get these going, I'm going to be doing that. And because it's nice weather, I can finish cleaning, which I don't like. I'm not going to get it all done today. I'll do a room today, but in between the cooking and all, I'll get one room done today because I have other stuff going. And this I'm not going to sit on a rack and just dry. Just wait till that gets hot and put them on it. Now, I would add salt and pepper. Let me turn it down so you can see. But I'm not going to add salt and pepper. It's too much salt. I don't take a lot of salt. And I will put it in, but it'll go in the gravy to go over the meat. People say it gives it flavoring. Of course I'm going to have flavoring. It's just that I'm going to have my flavoring done a little different. Oh, sit there. I don't have room. My sink is loaded with dishes from this morning. I want to start tearing one room up and getting it cleaned. When you have a big home, you find out that you have to sit there and do a lot of things. And then with everybody with a crazy schedule, it doesn't make it any easier. And I always think shanks, one per person. The next time I might get them to cut them in half. I do something else. Yeah, you could say they barely fit in there. You can see I've got them in there right now working. So what I'll do is I'll make sure to collect these bones, put them in a bag, and I will collect other bones, and then what I will do is I will cook that down and make a bone broth. But if I have a lot of gristle, I'll be making gelatin. Now see, I know pig's feet are very high in gelatin. So I am questioning, could I use pig's feet and make gelatin? And don't add any seasonings or anything. Cook it down so it gets really gelled. because I cannot pressure cook it, because I did that once and I had a mess in the kitchen, so you don't want to do that. But just cook it down and cook it down and cook it down. Would that help me get a good thick gelatin for my dishes? Yeah, I'll probably try it and see what happens. But I don't cook that all day long, because I would want to definitely make sure I cook everything I can out of those things. And then strain it and see what it tastes like. If it has more of a bland taste, that'd be a nice way of making gelatin you can make stuff out of. So I'm going to be putting gelatin and bone broth into this when it's time to make the gravy and cook it. Yeah, I know, it's probably really hot. Maybe I should just do 2 at a time, and then put the third one in after. Okay? Okay, because the other one was just not enough for them to brown. And once I get them in and I make that, pour everything into it, they'll all cook together, then I won't have a problem. Oh yeah, I know you're hot. I need you to cook too. I don't think it touches the bottom that well. That's why I'm having not here yet. But they're on their legs, so they sit there, and these mussels are tough. So when we get done cooking them, they'll be nice and tender, and that's what we're working for. Working. Not well, but it's working. Okay, yes, better. So I'm going to continue doing this and do the other one that I took out, so I can have room for these, and I'll be back when we put the other stuff together. Now, because these are such tough meats, you have to cook them a long time. If you bake them, they're going to be tough. You're going to have to braise them and get, remember, this is bone broth that I made. That's loaded with minerals. This is the gristle and the joints that you need. And though I'm cooking these, and I'm cooking, I will take these bones and we will sit there and use these bones and make the next back. Now I'll add stock into it. The only stock I have right now is yam water, so I'll use yam water, and I have potato water. That's it. I know these are going to have to cook for a while. Now, most people say lamb is very greasy. Well, we're going to have that much problems with it. We will definitely use lecithin so we can sit there and counteract that. See how you work? You can do this and get away with stuff like this. Now, I have seasonings, but I'm going to make a very seasoned gravy to pour over these. This is why I'm just going to cook them like this time. Bring this up to a boil and let them do what they do best, as they say in the kitchen. So I will see you in hours, because this is going to take a couple of hours. Okay, they're done. The bone marrow has pretty much cooked out of it, and the bone marrow is definitely where you get your folic acid, and folic acid is your natural antibiotic. If you don't have folic acid, people use vitamin C, but they forget that folic acid is a natural antibiotic. I'm putting those over there. I'm going to strain this out, I think. I want to see how much fat I have in it, so let me get a measuring cup. If it has drippings in it, I don't care. I'll use the drippings as well, but remember I put bone broth and gelatin in this. I want to see what kind of gravy I'm going to make, or am I going to reduce this? As you can see, I poured it, so we're waiting to see how much fat I have in it so I know what I'm going to do. So let's give it a few minutes and I'll be back. Okay, the fat is pretty much set. Let me show you. You see that? Let me bring it over. I don't want to disturb it too much. You see how it's already separated? Let me get you back up. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to spoon off as much of it as I can, because I need that to make the gravy. Am I going to be perfect at getting it? Oh, heavens no. But you get as much as you can, a little bit at a time. I'm going to be at this for a while. I'll be back. Okay, I got about 2 tablespoons of the fat. I separated it. It's a little on the difficult side to do, but patience. The only other way to get it exactly 100% would be to put it in the refrigerator and let it get cold overnight, but we're eating the meal today. So I'm going to be adding flour to this, and we're going to make our roux. Then we're going to use this, and because it is lamb and it is fatty, we will be adding definitely lecithin to it today. and stuff you see on the bottom of your pan, those are drippings. All of that is drippings and flavor. I just want to cook this flour a little bit. So I'll start pouring the liquid back in, which definitely has the bone broth and gelatin. I'm going to buy some pig's feet. I am going to cook them down and see if I can make a clearer without so much flavored gelatin. I need a little more flour. As you can see, it doesn't take much to make foods more nutritious. It's just the trick of it. Once you realize what's in food, you can sit there and dance around as much as you can, as they would say. You're doing a roux like this, you're actually cooking that flour to put the flavor into it. That's all you're really doing. And I have my lamb seasoning here. I just have to get salt and pepper after. I should get it while this is cooking. Everything's behind you so you can see this part. Now you have to smell your flour. I can't tell you if it's going to be a minute, 2 minutes. It's not when it's brown, it's when it's toasted. You can smell the toastedness of it. And I will use the dressing that I made yesterday with the salad for today. Just make another salad. Oh yes, I am being heavy-handed on this. And that's my kelp mixture. I call it my more nutritious salt. Am I using a lot? Yes, I am. This gravy is going to go over the meat and the brown rice that I have just cooked. those seasonings are going to simmer just maybe 5 minutes. And that is it. And you know what? I forgot to put lecithin in this. Why didn't you tell me? Oh, I have to put lecithin in this. Let me get that meat back out. Okay. Before it gets too hot. Too late, Sandra. You should have thought about that. Oh. Of that. Now this is going to just eat that fat up. And lecithin's what your brain needs, so that's really good too. So your brain's going to get a lot out of it too. I'll just wait till the lecithin dissolves. It's in the gravy. And because I have B vitamins here, I don't have to worry about throwing my B vitamins off because lecithin is made from 2 B vitamins. You just didn't remind me to put it in there. How could you? Okay, let's get back where we were. This one goes here. Okay. This one goes here. And this one goes here. They all fit. That is pretty much it. Let's bring it to a simmer for a few minutes. I have everything done but the salad. The reason I just put it on simmer for a little bit is I just want to get those flavors just going a little, and then that's it. And that's all you have to do. And you can see the lecithin has dissolved. What it does is it just eats that fat up. In a simple term, let's just say it eats the fat up. That's it. How's it taste? That tastes good. So, oh, I'm just dragging your feet everywhere. So when you use, I'm trying, sorry if I'm picking you up in the air. So when you use these stocks and bone broths and stuff and you make them and they're real rich, and you use a salt mixture with kelp, your family can't taste the kelp. So here it is, lamb shanks with a spicy gravy. Okay, so listen, you take care and have a great day.